Tony Cole.
Ayy, I been living, can't lie, life good. Feel real different, the trunk in the hood. Diamonds on bust, my bitch fucking me good. Bitch, I'm having my way like you wish that you could. 3-5, nothing less, only dope in my wood. Call this shit a freestyle, yeah, like I'm hood. 600 block, you can't come, you ain't good. Used to take niggas shit, but I wish that you would. Ayy, okay, if he play, run him down with the Drake. The same niggas with me every state. Know we eat good, I put food on the plate, not hibachi. We caught up the shit for a steak. You think you can pop it like me, but you can't. 500 on ice, now I'm finna go play. Strip club every city, I'm making it rain. I been thinking for this spot to say Johnny Dang. Ayy, I just had a good year, might just go cop a new ring. My BM looking good in her new range. Just said Finny look good and shoot blue things. It's 600, bitch, we the new Wu-Tang. I don't fuck with these niggas, Ku Klux Klan. Now I'm fake, now Big X just a new man. Out the side of my city like Sudan. Get this paper, that's really my move, fam. Fuck a bitch, I don't mean to be rude, babe. And these niggas be sweeter than Kool-Aid. Might just lose a little weight for this cool thing. Or go big and just glide in that Moussain. Got fucked up and threw 10K and blue flame. I'm a boss, you can't do what I do, man. I'm the type touch 100 in 2 days. Born off the hustle, can get it a few ways.
I'm a Santa Rosa on the liquor, throw bombs out the bay. Got the bowls of the fries, this shit tasting great. Pour 8 in the Sprite, got that bitch looking great. Got that pussy for a night, we ain't going no date. Every day like Friday, it's a payday. Who got beat, turn that nigga to a grande. Got some on my side that burn, the Shante. Like a Taco Tuesday, have them leaking for content. Look from my view, you ain't nothing but a Ronda. I'm in love with the money, take rich with no country. Headshot to a op, we ain't taking no nonsense. Go down where I'm from, hooked on money like Fonda. God bless the trap, I make plays on the Sunday. Wouldn't trip on a bitch even if I was clumsy. If for Egyptian money, I sold them a month. Really came up from nothing, no need for a son. We got Marshall, 9 brick like the
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they bitchin' my archives. Jordan came back, told the 4-5. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Pull up a 4 in the loco, tell him run this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap shit here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin, shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the kids. Deposit the checks from my bank full of M's. Paid up my rent, now I'm up for the year. The view look crazy from here. What I paid for some dogs could've bought me veneers. Texas piece on my neck could've bought your career. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, ayy, the largest. Stuffing Cali, put weed in the blunt. Let my little brother roll him a Dutch. My little boy get whatever he want. Madam T don't be asking for much. Pour and lean on the nuggets and runs. Spill the rest of that drink in a punch. Left wrist on some I had to stunt. Right wrist, I just did it because 600 the labor, you know how we coming. Tell them niggas they ain't taking nothing. Standing on business, we shooting the punching. Hey, ass nigga, go get you some money. I just got off a tour, finna go on another one. Album done, finna drop me another one. Couple M's, finna run up another one. Super Bowl ring, shit, I had to go double. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest.
In a world where nothing is certain, only music can help you to find the right way. The way you should follow today. This way will take you to the best genres of music from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
love you, Perk.
Hey. See, lately been talking my shit. I shut my mouth just to show the pandemic wasn't shit. We ain't going for shit. Say that he spent on my block, come tomorrow, he ain't saying shit. We been getting rich. If we ain't catching them plays BOAs, I just know they gon' hit. That nigga a bitch. I ain't gon' step on that boy, I'ma beat his bitch ass with a sweep. Plus I heard he a snitch, so I'ma cut out his little tongue, send that hoe in the middle of his kid. I really done did. All that little shit, they be speaking shit, all except go to the pen. These niggas pretend. Me and my niggas some steppers, we stepping our way to the end. I cut out my kin. Call his ass stealing some money, I damn near had cut off his hand. They call me the man. Big nigga stiffin' a bitch and I'm still the same way in the can. We made us a plan. Hit every lick that I can. Now we beating them block with them bands. Put a bitch on the Zan. Let that hoe eat up that man and I'm back on the block about 10. Them niggas had ran when they seen us creeping with Drakes hopping out of that blue minivan. Ayy, bitch, Taliban, ayy, shit, how can it be? How can it be? How can it be? How can it be business?
I'm at a pizza spot thinking about how to get teased in my circle where my niggas eat. Been flying no cheddar and ticket cause dealing with business you gotta get rid of the beef. My mama said I was a seed but in order to grow you need more than just watering trees. It's crazy I jumped in that light used to stay at the sun. Now I'm the bright side that they see. Started off moving some way that some niggas couldn't live so I had to go give me a spot. Then I invested my money cause when you a star you gotta start raising your stock. My lifestyle been crazy, you know when you telling the story it's always a twist to a plot. I was that nigga that play with them Legos on trampolines till I had jumped off the block. Since Evan Hoover been pushing my line with this shit, you can't never tell me that I'm fake. Ain't never been pussy or caught in a lie that I told for an image I try to portray. Straight out East Texas, a 93rd baby just born on the west when they brung out the gate. Was punching on niggas and crocking, then moved to the north with them boys to take food off your plate.
They call me the man. Big nigga stiffin' a bitch and I'm still the same way in the can. We made us a plan. Hit every lick that I can. Now we beating them block with them bands. Put a bitch on the Zan. Let that hoe eat up that man and I'm back on the block about 10. Them niggas had ran when they seen us creeping with Drakes hopping out of that blue minivan.
Hey, TSA beat, bitch. Hey, Taliban, shit, I can't beat, bitch.
We just playing with him on this one, yeah.
All right, try. Mic check, mic check. Shout out to all the American Aborigines. Chief Ether's in the building. Aboriginal TV is in the building. The God of the Geechies is in the motherfucking building. Top of the morning, balance of the evening. We got 19 people in the building. What's going on, tribe? As you see what the title says, what can we learn from the Young Thug and YSL Woody Gang Gang episode 1? So I had a chance to catch a few snippets of some of the shit that's been going on with the trial or whatever. And I thought this might be an interesting perspective to take in. Ultimately a learning experience. Y'all got good audio. Let me get some ghosts and some TVs in the chat. So yeah, ultimately a learning experience, man. Back in the day, niggas was telling me like, this gang shit got 2 roads, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna like neither one of them. So you might not want to fuck with this gang shit, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what the gang does when the motherfucking people is on their head, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is cool when you doing shit, when you know what I'm saying, you and the guys is motherfucking, you know, doing shit and keeping each other's secrets and all of that. But when the motherfucking people come for your ass, it be a different motherfucking story, gang. It just be a different story. So we're gonna check this out, see what transpired yesterday.
Once a month, every couple of months. I recall. Now,
You said that you gave Threat the vehicle, you said you gave Threat the Infinity, and you don't know what happened next. Is that correct?
I said I gave Threat the car.
Okay.
And I left.
Do you know if Threat gave the car back to Thug?
I don't recall. I don't know.
Okay. This was the car that Thug rented, correct?
I don't recall.
Yesterday, didn't you testify this was the car that Thug rented?
I guess I don't know. Like,
you don't know if Thug rented the car or not?
yesterday you asked me, did I go to a rental car place with him?
Are you looking to sell your house fast? The Cash Offer Pros can get you an offer within 24 hours.
Yes. And what was your answer?
What did I tell you?
You tell me.
I don't recall.
Okay. Now, once you gave Threat the vehicle and you left, when did you find out about Nut being killed?
I don't recall.
Did anyone tell you that Threat killed Nut?
Didn't?
Sustained.
Why did you bring up that you gave the Infinity to Threat? Why did you tell me that yesterday?
Because I did.
Okay. And why did you tell me that?
What you mean? Why did I tell you that?
Yeah, why was yesterday the first time that you ever mentioned giving Threat the Infinity?
Because y'all sitting here like y'all know what y'all talking about when y'all don't.
Okay. So why didn't you tell the police that back in 2015?
Because I ain't trying to go to jail.
Why would you go to jail for giving someone a car?
The same way y'all take me to jail for everything else.
Okay. But is there a crime to give someone a car?
Sustained.
Why did you think you would get in trouble for giving someone a car?
I don't recall.
So just off the rip, Tribe, like Woody seemed kind of solid with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga don't recall nothing. You feel me? Like, nigga don't recall anything prior to right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're talking about, Tribe. Like, well, what are you talking about, bro? I don't know. We got 24 people in the building. Bang that like button, share the video out. Let's see what else. The prosecutor versus gang. Let's see who wins this little scuffle.
Were you trying to insinuate because you gave Threat the car that Threat must have had something to do with Nut's murder?
Huh?
And telling me yesterday that you gave the Infinity to Threat, were you trying to infer that Threat must have had something to do with Nut's murder?
I don't know what Threat did.
Okay, so why did you tell me about giving Threat the Infinity?
Because you put me up here to tell the truth.
Okay. Is there some truth? Did Threat kill Nut?
I got to answer that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Hold on, bro. Goddamn. Like, this starting off a little spicy. Like, goddamn. Damn. He was looking solid. Hey, let's run that back.
Is there some truth? Did Threat kill Nut?
I got to answer that?
Yeah. Do you have an answer?
I don't know what threat did.
Okay. Back in 2015, did you tell the police that threat killed Nut?
No.
Okay. Did you tell police that other individuals killed Nut?
I'm gonna protect threat.
Okay. But you didn't protect the other people that you talked about?
Man, threat been friends since 2001.
Okay. Are you closer to Shannon than you are to threat?
I'm closer to threat than I am any person in the street.
Okay. But when you were talking about who you were close with, you never mentioned threat to the police back in 2015. Is that correct?
That's my partner in crime.
Okay. But in 2015, when they asked you, who are you closest to? You never mentioned threat, correct?
Right? Because I know the police trying to get me.
Okay. But you talked about being very close to Little D, correct?
Because the D is a pretty boy.
You talked about being very close to Shannon, correct?
Because Shannon is a pretty boy too.
Okay. But all the pictures, do you remember the pictures that we showed you back in June?
Right?
They only had you, Shannon, and Little D primarily, correct?
This one, I'm not on that other type of time.
Okay. Do you have a lot of pictures with threat?
Yes.
Okay. Back in 2015.
We have a lot of pictures together.
Why would you tell on Shannon and not on threat when you're talking about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Because telling is being honest. Lying is lying. I'm gonna protect. Threat.
Why would you make up anything on Shannon when you said to the police, those are your friends, even though they're pretty boys, those are your friends. So why would you make it up as to Shannon and not tell the police about threat?
Because the thing is, if a person ain't do it, they ain't do it. So no matter what I tell the police, they didn't do it. So I ain't gotta be like, okay, I'm telling the truth by saying they did it. Okay, they didn't do it, so the police can't lock them up for something they didn't do. But if I say threat did it and threat actually did it, then it's a different story.
Are you?
All right, child. We got Naughty in the building. Mic check. Got good audio, Naughty?
Yo, I have good audio.
Yeah, you got good audio. You can hear.
I got a new phone. I got a new phone, big man. So it's 5G plus. So I should be coming in here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Me too.
I see. Man, I'm loving the video. The technological things you got, man. You really got a good head on your shoulders to be able to be technical like you are. How you the intro of the stream and how you know all that look good, bro. Looks good, professional. Big up to yourself.
Well, I appreciate that. I be just trying to compete. I don't try to do too much. I just try to ultimately give my production in the best manner that I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and those who will receive it, gonna receive it. You know what I mean?
Skills in a good how they say that? You have an ear for music. Your choices, your selection, your genre is safe. I like it. Bliss up.
Yeah, I always try to hold on, let me just say this. I always try to set the tone with the music, if y'all notice. Sometimes I'll come with some old shit in another language, nigga. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna come with some emotional shit. Sometimes I'm gonna be on some hood nigga shit. It's ultimately to set the tone for wherever we gonna go, you know what I'm saying, in the live stream. So that's how I choose it. But go ahead, you got it, man.
Yo, I was gonna say this boy here, this a smart man here, boss. What? You mute. Can't hear you.
Do you think that this has been like probed type shit? Like he definitely, had a sit down with somebody and motherfucking they told him exactly the play to run, or you think this nigga he locked in and he already know what type of time these niggas is on, and so he playing his role?
Well, his intelligence, not to say he's not intelligent in all things, but his intelligence and how this kangaroo thing to play, he's kind of he's kind of emotional in it, a little more too dramatic and emotional. So he's playing, that part is natural in him. The part when you see him doing moving in a more consistent of representation, yeah, that's something he was probed on. So he's have a mix. He's bouncing back and forth with he can't control his emotions to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cross.
Yeah, I think that so far, you know what I'm saying? It seems like the prosecutor is trying to hold him on to some of the shit he done said to police over the years, right? And ultimately, he doesn't recall. He don't recall what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Some things though he trapping himself because he's memorizing certain things. Like take for instance, he gave a vehicle to Little D. Oh, you remember that? But he ain't really giving a reason why he remembered that in 2015. You understand what he's saying? If he had went and said, oh shit, that's a vehicle, I'm gonna know about a vehicle. I remember giving a car away, but as far as a conversation, I have so many conversations with so many different people. I don't know. I be lying a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then he can. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
Lead on the reason why you can remember a certain point in your life. You know what I mean? And make it make sense so the jury can not see it as being coerced, but as being as an honest person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so let's see how this manifests. This is just a long little joint right here. So we're gonna try to get through it and see ultimately. And once again, this is for educational purposes. Fellas, young brothers and sisters who potentially want to be a part of gang shit. Like this a part of gang. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well go ahead and get you some pointers. Get yourself prepared because you're gonna be on one side or the other. Okay, I'm just letting you know
something though. All right, check this out though. His 5 minutes of fame is no longer 5 minutes. He done printed himself in every one thing. He can carry himself on a platform for forever now. He solidified.
I definitely have seen this nigga all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Little clips and shit. Ultimately, he the one who probed me to even give a damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just hearing his responses in court, you know what I'm saying, have been fucking classic. So this was the first time like I listened to a little bit of it was yesterday, and I didn't listen to all of it. I didn't catch all of it. I was actually watching another streamer covering some of it. And that shit, like this shit here, boy, this shit here is classic. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Like this shit here is classic. Let's see what else Woody had to say with the prosecutor. You see, she got that purple on. She is not playing. She is not playing.
Telling us sure that Threat did it.
I ain't say Threat did nothing.
Okay. So did Threat kill Donovan?
I don't know.
Are you now bringing anything about Threat because he's deceased and now can't come in here and defend himself with whatever it is that you're saying?
I'm up here to tell the truth. You going back into the past and I done told you 1.5 times that I don't lie. So you put me up here to tell the truth. The truth of the matter was I gave Threat the car.
Okay. And that's all that you did was gave Threat the car.
That's all I recall.
And you gave him the car at the studio. And once you gave him the car, what did you do?
At Washington Virtual Academies, we know your child is one of a kind, and their school should be too.
I don't recall.
Did you go home to Deshaun's house?
I don't recall.
So how is that you recall giving Threat the car, but you can't remember anything else that day?
I probably geeked up.
Geeked up when, now or then?
I don't do drugs now.
Okay. So how is it today You can remember that you gave Threat the car, but you can't remember anything else you did back in January 2015.
I don't recall.
You don't recall what?
Nothing.
Okay, so you don't recall that Threat that you gave the car to Threat?
That's what you want me to say?
I want you to answer truthfully, Mr. Copeland.
I think I just said I don't recall.
Now, yesterday you testified that Gaither and the police were out to get you. Is that fair? That you said that yesterday?
You told me yourself that they did me wrong.
I asked you a specific question.
Yes.
Okay. Isn't it true that in 2015 you would call Gaither if something happened in the streets?
Because I'm playing on her.
Okay. But isn't it true that in the January interview that you met with Gaither and Dennis, you called her to let her know that they were shooting at you?
Because I ain't no telling what I did back to them.
Okay. And it was after you called her that you went to the studio.
I don't recall calling no Gaither telling her anything. I don't recall.
In the interview, didn't she tell you, I waited up here for you because you called me?
I don't recall.
And that she was actually getting ready to get off of work, but since you called her, she
right
waited.
there, he fucked up. He fucked up right there. You seen it? You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah.
You say he fucked up?
Yeah. So when he said,
Go ahead.
Yeah, when he said, probably because of what I did to them. He's answered the question. Then he turned around and said, I don't recall calling nobody, telling nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think he got full immunity on anything that he done did. But I think he's still trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, not say what he did. But at the same time, shit got to come out for his shit to be believable. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I can see, like, I think I think this prosecutor is sharp. You know what I mean? Like, she got a lot of patience. And motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Flipping him up, because if you say one time a part of the conversation, then you say you don't recall having a conversation, it's like that testimony of that witness is not credible. So the whole thing should be a mistrial. You see what I'm saying? Because
it depends on if he the key witness.
Well, he is. Him and one other guy is supposed to be the key witness. That's how they get all the charges on Tug off of his testimony over the time period of what he was telling the cops. So they're using his testimony to tie Tug to all them things. Without his testimony, he can't. You understand? You can't tie Tug to it. And all I'm saying is, on certain things, if you're gonna say something from that point, like you remember something or because of something, like one time he said, you'll see it, but just this same event happened several times throughout the process of his testimony. And all I'm saying, if you're gonna say something to something, and then they turn around and ask you a next question on it, instead of saying, I don't recall, because you obviously recall because you just made a statement about that. Just say, I plead the fifth. Now, it won't incriminate you, but it's giving a heads up that you was into that. It was you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So if you ain't gonna recall, then don't recall nothing.
Right.
I got you.
In the interview, didn't she tell you, I waited up here for you because you called me?
I don't recall.
And that she was actually getting ready to get off of work, but since you called her, she waited for you.
I don't recall.
All right. Isn't it true that in the February interview, after you were shot at and your daughter and your child's mother was shot at, when they told you you needed to give the gun to someone, you said, I'm going to call Gaither and I'm going to give it to Gaither?
I don't recall.
Isn't it also true in May of 2015, when you were originally detained at the Dunbar Center with the gun, that they took you over to Turner Field because you asked to speak to Gaither?
Domain.com is for the doers. And when you're ready to put your big idea online, this is where it all starts.
I don't recall.
No. And that Gaither met you at Turner Field, correct?
That's a lie.
She didn't meet you at Turner Field?
You got the police report. The police that got me said that every time they get me, they got to notify the gang unit to come get me.
Did you?
When they touch me.
So you did not call and ask for them to speak to Gaither?
No.
Okay.
All right. There you go again.
And did you with Gaither at Turner Field?
There you go again. He didn't recall the situation, but it's a lie, and then he answered it. Now he's gonna go back to I don't recall. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
It look as a cover-up. It does look as a cover-up. So the jury can be sitting there listening and watching this and see that he could be lying to cover up for Tug. Just on that alone. You see what I'm saying? He too conflicted with it.
Well, ultimately, I don't think he on trial, right? Like Woody ain't on trial, right? Thug on trial, and Woody is a key witness, I'm assuming, in Thug's conviction, right? Or is he here to help Thug or hurt Thug? I'm trying to figure that out.
He's a witness for the state.
Okay, so he's state witness. Okay, so that means
that's why they interviewed
they done
him.
had a conversation with this nigga prior, several. Right, up until this point, right? And it seems that he would have had cooperated to get to this point, no?
Yep.
Now we at this point, gang don't know shit. Right?
Fact.
That's where we at? All right.
Yep.
All right.
And it ain't just cooperate, he's implementing Thug throughout the years, being involved in things. That's how they building the case, just off his testimony alone.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else he got.
No, I was in the back of the police car in handcuffs.
Did Gaither meet you at Turner Field while you were back in the car in handcuffs?
I don't recall.
And matter of fact, that day, did you get released?
And,
from Turner Field, did you get released?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you go to jail the day that you met Gaither at Turner Field? Did you go to jail that day?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. You didn't get arrested for that gun at the Dunbar Center until June of 2015, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And isn't it true that even after you got arrested in June of 2015, that once you were in jail, you called Gaither multiple times to speak to her from jail?
I don't recall calling her from jail.
And the ill shit about it is like, we've all seen First 48, haven't we? We all, if we ain't never been in these situations, you at least seen First 48, nigga. God damn it. All this shit be recorded, nigga. You know that, right? Like all this shit.
Check this. The killing part about the whole situation right now. The man don't even have an attorney, bro. We don't have representation right now as he's being questioned.
An attorney for what? My nigga, you a witness. You don't need no attorney.
Yeah. He do have to have an attorney. He need an attorney just to represent his his right as being exempt from being prosecuted in any statements he make in court. You understand? If you don't have if you don't have your attorney with you and he's not representing himself, he's not doing pro se. So he can't, he doesn't, he's not in representation of his own rights right now. So anything he says and any agreement he made with the court, it doesn't stand without his representation, because that's who had the power of attorney when he made the agreement with the state. So if the power of attorney is not present, everything being said could be held against this individual. You understand what they got him in a trap, bro. They really fucking him for real.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how they usually do. They squeeze you out, nigga, to give out the information on the big nigga. The little fish tell on the big fish, you know. That's pretty much how they get you. And then you probably done did some shit that they got you on already, which is why you motherfucking working with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
what would be the point of working with them against your folks if they already ain't got you on some shit?
True. So his whole claim is to done serve this time, right? But there's no statute of limitation on murder. So if they hit Thug with this murder and fuck around and get him as a
accessory,
right? Because he don't have representation right now, and
depending on the laws, nigga, you might goddamn it, like depending on where you are, even if you were around when a felony was committed, nigga, you part of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, they do kind of got them in a like, nigga, if you don't work with us, motherfucker, you going. Like, you already going. That's what it seemed like to me, no?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
But we'll give you immunity if you help us get Thug type shit. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, if you don't cooperate all the way, like, we could still bag you for whatever the fuck we got on you.
Because we don't have your lawyer. Your lawyer was suspended for 3 months. So you don't have the representation as the power of attorney to represent the immunity in this court right now. So you hanging dry. This is what I'm trying to say. So whatever he's saying right now, it could be fucking tied to he, because his immunity is not present. Remember,
right, his representation to protect his immunity is not present. So anytime he's towing that line, right, there's nobody to say, hold on, you ain't got to answer that. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Objection. Your Honor, this nigga don't know what he's saying. Right?
Okay. So watch this. This is what I'm saying. Say me and you is you're the prime attorney, and I've given you power of attorney of my said such name. So now that representation is on you fully under this account. Whatever this account is dealing with under this situation is fully under you. If you're not there, where is that representation at? With you, correct?
Correct.
So it can't stand. What I'm saying, it cannot stand. The immunity can't stand in court without you being present, because you're holding the title.
Well,
so if I go up there and run my mouth,
if I give you a power of attorney and then you get kicked out of court, my power of attorney get kicked out of court or held in contempt,
it's gone with you. Am I right?
Proceedings ain't gonna stop. No.
See what I say?
Somebody got to know.
He should have shut his mouth. He should have shut his mouth and not gone in that courtroom until his attorney was present to represent him. If it was 3 months till the attorney can come back and work as a bar, or they give him another lawyer or something like that, he shouldn't have opened him out. He should have went on and sat down in jail for a minute. This is what they fucking him right here. Having him talk without proper representation. It's like you talking, giving the people the whole damn thing. You understand? Without your attorney present. Now everything you say can and will be used against you. Come on. It's the same all the way around the world. If you're in the
You don't
investigation
recall
room,
having Deshaun call Gaither multiple times for you?
I don't recall.
And didn't you want Gaither to come and meet with you at the jail so you can give her more information?
Speak on the facts. If she want that gun and she keep asking me for a gun and I ain't giving her the gun, what make you think I'm getting her truthful information?
Wait a minute. Like, damn, bro. Like, you keep jumping in and out of the frying pan into the pot.
yep.
It's like you. If you don't know, you don't know, gang.
Young Thug lawyer and them over there loving it. They ain't saying no objections. They ain't got nothing. They letting them talk. Yeah, keep talking. Keep on talking. We already
Bro,
knew the
like,
game plan. You ain't gonna put our client in it at all. You gonna keep your hand in your mouth and you don't have no representation. You fucked on me. You fucked. They're gonna hang
If
somebody.
I trust her so much and I always call her, why I won't get her the gun? It's self-explanatory.
Didn't you tell her you didn't give her the gun because Shannon had taken the gun to Miami or taken the gun while he was on tour with Doug?
No, I don't know what I don't told her, but I'm not going to give her no evidence on me.
And wasn't Deshaun actually frustrated with you because you wanted to call Gaither so much?
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know.
And she didn't want you to call and speak to Gaither.
Because Deshaun knew what I was doing.
I want to go back to the February 20th interview. Now, I just asked you about Detective Gaither and speaking with her. Isn't it true that in the February 20th interview, you told Detective, you know, I had came down here and talked to Officer Gaither and somehow word hit the street. I told Gaither a lot of stuff, but it did not get out. But just this time, it hit the streets. Now people looking at me sideways. Do you recall telling the detective that?
I don't recall nothing I told. I don't recall what I don't told the detectives. I tell them anything that what they'll go for, or what I think I can convince them to go for.
And did you also tell the detectives the detectives told you that you needed to actually keep in touch with Gaither and lay very low. And you said, and you told them, I'll keep in touch with her and I'm going to give her the gun.
Did I give her the gun?
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, what did you tell the police?
I don't recall what I told them, but I would have told them anything to get them out my face.
Now, back in 2015, did people believe that you were the reason that you were a bad influence?
Can you repeat that question?
Sure. Back in 2015, did you tell police that you were the reason that Thug's name kept coming up?
I'll allow that. That's okay. Thought that might be a different question, but you can ask that question.
Thank you. In the February interview, did you tell the police that you were the reason that Thug's name was getting involved in all of this beef and drama with YFN and If Gang?
I don't recall nothing I told the police.
Okay. Did you say to the police, I heard someone say, I'm the reason. They said that I pulled Thug into this. I'm the reason they bring Thug name up. Thug has something to do with it because of me. Folks going around saying I'm trying to mess up his career. How the hell am I messing up his career? I had nothing to do with it. I didn't. I don't know what the hell is going on. Sorry. I had nothing to do with this. I didn't. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I would tell the police anything to get them out of my face.
Okay.
So what that mean,
What you say, Ross?
What that mean when he said he would tell the police anything to get him out of my face?
Come on now. Come on, gang. We know what that means, brother. Do I need to explain it for all those who ain't never been to the penitentiary? I suggest your ass don't go, please. That means, nigga, they came and pressed me about some other shit. And I told them niggas whatever the fuck they wanted to hear, which could include, but it's not limited to. Listen, y'all, it could include, but not limited to some shit about Thug. You know what I'm saying? But I don't recall whether I actually said or did not say some shit. You feel me? But I would have said whatever. That's clear. I would have said whatever to get them people off of me. That's what I heard. No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was said then, my nigga? Let's find out. I'm sure that she gonna say it.
Now, after this February interview, were you then arrested later on that day on a probation violation?
Y'all locked me up so many times. I don't keep record of this stuff.
Okay. Going back to the pictures from yesterday. I'm showing you 378 Yankee Charlie 1 and 378 Yankee Delta 1. Is Yankee Charlie 1 February 20th, 2015?
How I supposed to know which one of them is it?
Look at 378 Yankee Charlie 1. Do you see that on the paper?
Okay.
Do you see the date that's on the top?
Friday.
What's the day?
Friday.
What's the
All right,
date?
we already established yesterday it was February 20th. So
Yeah.
just ask the question.
Looking at both of those, is one you're in the jumpsuit and one you are not in the jumpsuit.
Right.
Okay. And is one on the February 20th and the other one on February 21st?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. So after you left your interview on February 20th, were you arrested on a probation violation?
Huh?
One word to describe SGU would be opportunity.
I would describe it as remarkable. There's no one.
After you left the interview on February 20th, were you arrested on a probation violation? The next day, are you in?
Oh,
blue
yeah.
jumpsuit?
You said when I left.
Okay. Do you remember when you were arrested?
The papers got the next day. I don't know if it's the same day or the next day.
Okay. But when you came back, you spoke to Detective Gaither on the second time on February 21st, correct?
This what it looked like in the picture.
All right. And during that interview, she was trying to get you to tell them what happened regarding the shooting of your child and the shooting at you, your child, and your child's mother, correct? I recall. Okay. And during that interview, you actually begin the interview not talking about the shooting, but talking about what was happening between If Gang and you, because people thought you killed Nut, correct?
I don't recall what I told the investigators. I was just saying whatever come out of the top of my dome to get them out for me.
And during that interview, did you then again reiterate to Detective Gaither that you did not kill Nut and you didn't have anything to do with it, correct?
I don't recall what I told no investigator.
And you also began to tell Detective Gaither again what occurred the night that Nut was murdered, once you learned that Nut was murdered, correct?
I don't recall nothing I told the investigators.
Okay.
So this is where I'm kind of calling a little bit of cap. Like, and y'all can like, you know what I'm saying, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But at some point you told them niggas something. No? Like, how do you get to be like, I don't know what I told them niggas. Yeah, I told them some shit, but what I told them was just so they'll get up off of me. You know what I'm saying? But like, is this not a clear admittance of working with the investigators?
Well, so throughout the interview, different interviews he have, I didn't come to the understanding that Tug had put a name in a song. If he need a shooter, he called Lil Woody to come cap you, and then they did a sound in the video or in the song. And he said, soon as that came out, but the same time he come out of jail, the song was playing. So as soon as he come out of jail one day, they catch him with the gun at the community center the next day. So they put the police on him, and he was wondering why Tug was doing all of that. And he felt like people was in his ear telling him different things. So he was like, from that point or points before then, shit was going on. And he felt like the man was against him and tried to get him trapped up. So his whole premise on helping the police was getting it off of himself and putting it on Tug, because the police wanted Tug because of their affiliations, and Tug was a spotlight in the street now. So they was really trying to get rid of Tug as he seen. So he just cooperated and threw Tug in things. Not saying that Tug actually was involved in certain shit. He threw him in it. The thing about the car now, the rental car that supposed to have killed the boy, he's saying he gave it to one of his friends, and they trying to say that they gave the rental car to Tug. Tug saying he never seen the rental car. He never had the rental car. He just rented it for the studio people, you know. He don't know nothing about what happened in the car. So they trying to tie him up. But the guy, instead, I just see it fucked up as he should be more like, yes, I said that, but I was lying. Why were you lying? I plead the fifth. I didn't want to involve myself. You know, like, don't make a buffoonery of yourself, bro. It's like now you trying to protect them. It's almost looking like, you see what I'm saying? The interviews, different shows you be on, even up here on the stand, you're doing everything to avoid throwing him in it. And just place yourself there. Already just say you did it, because you got qualified immunity. Just wait on your lawyer to come in so it can be properly represented, and said, I killed the man. I shot the gun. I drove the car by me and the whoever else died, whoever he's trying to throw it on to. Me and this man did it. My immunity, blue. Let me go. Let me see if that immunity stand. Like you said, this man, you know, it's a different way.
Right.
You also told Detective Gaither in this interview that you learned from Little D that Nut got killed.
That's what I told the police.
Is that what you told Detective Gaither?
I don't recall nothing I told the investigators. If you call me here to tell the truth, you got to stop going back into the past.
Okay. And you also told her about being at Carver home at your baby mom's house that earlier in the day that Nut got killed, correct?
I don't recall nothing I told. Who you said I said this to?
Detective Gaither.
I don't recall nothing I said to Gaither.
And matter of fact, you told her that you came down on your own that morning to let the police know that you had nothing to do with Nuts murder, correct?
I don't recall nothing I told the investigators.
Families across Washington trust Insight School of Washington with their child's education.
Now, did you also talk to Detective Gaither about your fear of being labeled a snitch?
I don't recall.
Okay. When she asked you to tell her about who shot at you and your child's mother, you told her, I try my best, man, to just because if I help you tell you anything and make it even worse. And she asked, what makes it worse? Now I'm a snitch. Now this and that.
I don't recall.
And she asked you worried about snitching? And you said, I just want to get out of jail and just stay out the way.
I don't recall.
Now, you also talked to Detective Gaither in the same interview about trivia as well, correct?
I don't recall.
And you told Detective Gaither that trivia provides a lot of information about Kel to Muntul.
I don't recall.
And that's where you all get a lot of your information regarding If Gang, correct?
I don't recall.
And that's because Trivia was dating Shell Kel and Muntul, correct?
I don't know who she date.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Gaither that Trivia was dating both Muntul and Shell Kel?
I don't recall nothing that I made up to the police.
Now, we just talked about you calling Gaither the night that they were shooting at you on the highway. Do you recall yourself today calling Gaither the night that they shot at you on the highway?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. Now, do you recall Detective Gaither in this interview asking you who shot at you, your child, and your child's mother?
I don't recall.
And that you told her that the person looks like you think it was Tay?
I don't recall.
Do you also recall telling Detective Gaither in this interview, which is now February 21st of 2015, that after they shot at you on the highway, that people from the opposite gang posted it on Instagram? So people from If Gang posted it on Instagram?
I don't recall.
Did you also tell Detective Gaither you had concerns that if people learned that you were talking to police and it gets out, it was going to make this stuff get worse for you? You're staring. Are you going to respond?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Nigga a nut. I don't know why they ain't 30 here.
In this February interview, did you tell detectives that you knew it was Tay because you knew what he looked like and that you used to play ball with him at Carver?
My right hand to God, Tay never shot me and my child and my baby mom.
I asked you, did you tell the
I don't
detective?
recall.
And that you had concern because you had brought him to your house before.
I don't recall.
And matter of fact, didn't you send Detective Gaither a picture of Tay from Instagram telling her that this is the person who you believe shot at you?
I don't recall.
Damn, boy, like this shit crazy. Like the prosecutor is spilling the goddamn beans on the last 10 years, nah. This nigga
Yeah.
August 15th, 2015, do you recall telling the police that this the nigga that you think shot you on an Instagram post? Like, god damn. Like, she got all the tea, don't she? Shit. Like, you don't recall shit. But god damn it, them notes she got recalling everything that didn't happen with you and the police in 10 years, nigga. Like, that shit don't look good, tribe. That shit do not look good. Shout out to Nami for sending in the donation. We appreciate you, my sister. Like, for real, I'm gonna keep it a band though.
Every
I'm
part
a
of it,
nigga.
you riding. Every part you riding for the last.
Right, like gang. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't really fuck with the gang shit, but that don't mean like I don't know about it, haven't been around it. Got niggas on both sides, all sides that I fuck with. I just never was no nigga that could take no orders from no other nigga. Like, honestly, that was just some personal shit that I had with myself. But I done seen niggas like, you know, put a gang together and really make some shit shake, you know what I'm saying, and really lift each other up with and all of that good shit. Like, there's pros and cons. There's two sides of the coin, as my beautiful wife would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't all just the graveyard and the goddamn prison type shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, bruh, if fuck the gang, if it was just me and my brother or me and family, like, and I'm on the other side and you done did all this motherfucking talking with the police and shit, I'm feeling some type of way. Nah, I'm like, wait a minute, bro. like now maybe.
And you still did time, nigga. You still went and sat down.
It seemed like you sat down and you was singing and dancing like Mr. Bojangle the whole time. Now, the question is, like, well, was this a plan all along? Are we to suspect like niggas knew all along that it would come to this day type shit, and all he had to do was not know nothing in order to get gang off type shit? Like, was they gonna get on Thug regardless, and he kind of caught wind of that shit? I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Woody got Thug best interest in mind right now when he's doing these motherfucking goddamn trial?
Well, he said when he first got popped.
Hold on, your audio sounding crazy. It might be my shit, but it sounds like you got an echo now. I can hear myself and all type of shit now. That goddamn new 5G ain't worth a fuck. They've charged your ass a Toyota Camry, nigga, for that shit too. I know they did. Yeah, to finance that bitch.
LTE right now. I don't know what they're at.
Oh, okay, yeah, you ain't got good signal. It's all good though. As long as you can hear and shit, we'll push through it.
And matter of fact, when you were speaking with her, she said to you, you can start out by, who is it? You sent me this picture. Which one is it? And you responded, it's the guy standing by in the brown.
Say that again.
when she asked you if it was the Instagram picture that you sent to her when you were identifying Tay, she asked you, you can start out by who is it? You sent me this picture. Which one is it? And your response was, it's the guy standing by in the brown.
I don't recall.
As it relates to being a snitch, did you also tell Detective Gaither that you were concerned being labeled a snitch because other individuals were being tortured because they were considered being a rat?
You done?
Yes, the question is finished.
Being a snitch, done?
Because they were considered being a rat.
You done?
Yes, the question is finished.
Being a snitch is someone who telling the police the truth.
Okay. Were you concerned being labeled a snitch because you weren't telling the truth to the detectives back in January 2015?
I done did so much stuff in my life. Being labeled a snitch, I don't recall.
Okay. Specifically, you told her, I see how boy is living. And she asked you, how's he living? And you said, hell, he gets tortured everywhere he go. He a fucking rat, this and that. And I turn around, I'm in the same shoes he is. I don't know if he did whatever he had going on. I have not done none of this. It's just like, only reason I know this much information is because I be around so many people. I get the word.
It's cap.
Okay. And when we say it's cap, what does that mean?
I don't recall.
Earlier, you said that the person that you be with the most is Threat back in 2015, correct?
No, I say this my best friend.
That's your best friend. In this interview in February of 2020, when you were asked, who were you around? Isn't it true that you said, it's only two people I fuck with, Shannon and Little D. If I'm not with Shannon, me and Little D, we together all the time.
I wasn't gonna tie myself in with Threat.
Why? At this point in time, why?
I don't recall.
Okay. And you said, matter of fact, yeah, we together all the time. The only two I've been with.
I don't recall. Hit it!
Now,
Thug and that bitch sleep, ain't he? Is that Thug right now? Thug and that bitch gone. Maybe that ain't him. I don't know. God damn it, dang, that bitch looking comfortable. I thought, yeah, that bitch looking comfortable. Like, oh, go ahead.
saying that you were lying to the detectives, when they asked you for the gun, did you tell Detective Gaither, listen, Gaither, I tell you, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going to get you the gun. He didn't want to give me the gun. This and that. I told the detectives, give me a couple of days and I want to get the gun for you. And isn't it true? Is that what excuse me, do you recall telling Detective Gaither that?
I don't recall telling her that. I don't know what I tell Gaither anything, but one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna be no fool.
Okay.
I'm not giving myself up.
And isn't it true that in June, you finally gave Detective Gaither the reason why you could not give her the gun?
Because she caught me again, right? I don't recall what I don't say.
Hold on, man. Like, wait. Bruh. How do you not recall? Just recall, brother. Like you gotta not recall. You got the whole way, bruh. Like you be like, I don't remember. Then they be like, but what about when you said this? Well, I mean, I kind of remember, but I don't recall. like what?
In no interview, but I'm not stupid to get a police no gun. Especially Gaten.
In this February 21st interview, did you also tell Detective Gaither again about this meeting with a man named Mo, and he gave you 97 days to live? Did you tell Detective Gaither about this meeting?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true? You told Detective Gaither. Mo said I have 97 days to live. If I ain't dead in 97 days, they gonna shoot a Mechanicsville until they kill me. The word come back to me. Moonsoon seen somebody downtown. They were If gang. He's like, damn, what up with y'all? What y'all got going on? Niggas like, it was a misunderstanding, bro. They made it seem like we come to get everybody. We beefing with the whole If gang. Nah, it's just Kel and everybody up under Kel, and they all beefing with me.
But I would post up in the middle of my neighborhood every day.
Okay. Were you all beefing?
Like what? Like that's the response. Like, bro. Damn, bro. You can't let her get you, bro. She's saucy with it.
Man, it
Like,
don't stop there. He go in. I'm telling you, he goes in.
but I'm saying though, like when I first started watching this, I was like, oh, bro, solid. You know what I'm saying? But she just keep chinking away every so often through the I don't recalls. He's recalling. like it's certain shit she has one for every four he don't recall. She has something that's gonna make him recall something. Like, you see what I'm saying? At least that's what I'm picking up on. And it's like, well, if you recall something, right, from some of the things you don't recall, then maybe what you said was true. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, that's what I feel like her whole little point is. It's like, oh, I see you playing this game where you don't recall shit, but I'm gonna continue to throw shit in there that you gotta recall, that you gonna respond to, that you know you motherfuckers said. And if you go back on saying it, nigga, you might be incriminating yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel like that's how she cooking. She's slow cooking. You said somebody said she looked like Queen Quet. She might be a Geechee. She might like to slow cook everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
With the whole If gang.
I don't recall.
And when you say we were beefing with the whole If gang, were you talking about YSL?
I'm from Canterville.
Now, during that interview in February 21st, do you recall another detective coming to speak with you about an unrelated issue?
I don't know.
He just helped out
Do you
just
recall
then.
someone
When he
coming in and
said
talking
he's
to
from
you?
Mechanicville, she was trying to tie him in with YSL, and he came back with a smart one. He quick now. He ain't slow. He good. He good. He good.
About another murder.
If you say.
Okay. And during that interview, she talked to you about being a part of YSL, correct?
I don't recall. what I talked to with any of these police is about. I just know that I'm trying to get them off of me. And I'm finna make up whatever, if they bring up whatever topic, I'm finna make up something to get them off of me. I'm a victim in every situation. I'm an innocent in everything I do. I'm finna make up with.
Now come on, Woody. Now you put that on record, try. He said, "I'm a victim in every situation." Come on, Gabe. That was good. That was good.
If they bring up whatever topic, I'm finna make up something to get them off of me. I'm a victim in every situation. I'm an innocent in everything I do.
Do you recall her asking you, you was Billy Blood, and your response was, I was, but, and she didn't ask you, what are you now? And your response is, that's the point. They got mad because I didn't go back with Inglewood because I hang with Thug and I'm YSL.
I don't recall saying that.
And then you also continue to say that the Inglewood family people were also mad at Little D because he used to be Inglewood. And when he got in, excuse me, strike that. You also continue to say that Inglewood was mad at Little D as well, correct?
I don't recall.
And that when Little D got jumped by MDC, they laughed at him because they thought YSL should have helped him out in the club.
YSL is not a game. So you can't, y'all keep trying to attach that to things that go on. If YSL was a game and you saying that I was Billy Blood and the D was If game, how the hell, excuse my language, how would all of us be YSL if we all supposed to be this and that and that? It don't make sense. But you're a gang, you only gonna be one thing.
Doesn't YSL have both Blood and Crip gang members?
YSL is a record label.
Were you ever signed to YSL as a record label?
Y'all keep locking me up.
Were you ever signed to YSL as a record label?
No.
When you got out of jail and you were doing your rap videos, were you signed to YSL?
I was signed to somebody else.
Okay, so you've never been on YSL, the record label, correct?
Okay.
Okay. So when we're talking about you was Billy Blood, but now I'm with Thug and then I'm YSL, Billy Blood is not a record label, correct?
But when you're speaking on gang,
is Billy Blood a record label?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Said Billy Blood LLC. Oh shit.
All right, well, he didn't seem to be answering. Go ahead and answer the question that's on the floor.
Is Billy Blood a record label?
I don't know what Billy Blood is.
So when she asked you,
saying it wrong?
She asked you was Billy Blood. You said I was, but
I'm talking to the police, so I don't recall what I don't say it to them. But when you're trying to say gang, it's a difference. When you put that gang on things, you go into where I was. I was a 30 Deep gang member. You can't say I was a YSL gang member. YSL was never considered a gang. Y'all making it a game.
When you responded, I didn't go back to Inglewood because I hang with Thug and I'm YSL. Did you say I'm part of YSL, a record label?
Listen. It's not a game. You know what I mean? It don't matter how y'all try to put it, how y'all trying to see it. A gang is these people right here, everybody right here, and everybody. You can't put Crips and Bloods together and say that this is a game. Because if the Crips and Bloods get into it and everybody that's saying that, they YSL, they got to pick what they're going to choose. You can't say, like when I was down the road and then people like, oh, that's Woody. He be with Young Thug, such. And the Blood's like, well, he not Blood. And then the Crips like, well, so when they get in, it don't make sense. Y'all got to get that. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all in here trying to make something more than what it is. It's not.
Is Duke a Crip?
I don't know. Ask Duke.
I'm asking you.
I don't recall.
Okay. And is Duke a part of YSL?
Ask Duke.
I'm asking you.
But we speaking on game.
I asked you a simple question. Is Duke a Crip?
I don't know. I'm not a Crip, never was.
That's not what I asked you.
I can't tell you who's a Crip and who's a Blood.
Do you know if Duke is a Crip?
I know I'm a civilian.
We are a private
Now, come on,
golf
y'all.
membership for private golfers. Yeah. So you do the price, kind of the price.
Is he running circles around her right now? God damn it! Is he hitting her with the 52 fake out?
Overruled. Do you know if Duke is a Crip?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you know if Duke is a member of YSL?
I don't recall.
Also, in this February interview with Detective Gaither, did you also speak to her about the gambling house shooting that occurred in Lakewood?
I don't recall.
Did you tell her the whole time it come back on Kel and them, because there's a little gambling house we go hang out and gamble. We go there, we gamble, we come out and leave, Kel and them in the bushes. Kel, Stewie, they never mentioned the third person name. They in the bushes. They start shooting at us and they shot so many times. Shit, I was just glad to be alive.
I don't recall.
And when she asked you what gambling house, you said in Lakewood. They shot so many times. So damn near shot everybody's car, but they missed everybody and grazed one person across his back. But when the police came, he had already left. Couple people left, but it was Kel.
I don't recall.
And in fact, you told Detective Gaither a reason why you found out it was Kel is because he got into it with Gucci Red, and she came back and told you all that it was Kel that shot up the gambling house.
I'm talking to the police. I'm going to tell them anything to get them out my face. I don't recall what I don't told them, so you keep asking me the same these questions about what I told the police. Ask me about what's going on today. I don't recall about no lies I don't told in the past.
Back in 2015, were you afraid to come to court to testify if you had to against Tay?
Can you say it again?
Sure. Back in 2015, when you had this interview with Detective Gaither, were you afraid that you would have to come to court to testify against Tay?
Miss Hills, you know I'm not afraid of nothing that's walking on this earth.
Okay.
You know that.
Looking at that interview, did you tell Detective Gaither, if I describe him in your case, I will have to come to court?
I don't recall what I don't told the investigator, whatever you call them.
And then you also asked Detective Gaither, if you point him out, meaning Tay, that's going to make it in his discovery packet.
I don't recall nothing I don't told the investigators.
And matter of fact, Detective Gaither said to you, I mean, if you identify him, you a victim. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say it's not going to eventually come out.
I don't recall nothing I told the investigators.
And you told her, man, I know if I do this, shit just going to get worse and worse.
Ms. Hills, I don't recall nothing I don't told the investigators.
And you continue to say, nah, I'm worried about he get locked up, he get the discovery, see, I circle his picture and put my name on there, and he gonna send it to the street, say I told on him. And they gonna put it on Instagram and Twitter, and they gonna tell everybody, and then I'm gonna just be like, boy, then nobody won't be around me.
But the God honest truth is he never shot at me.
But back in 2015, your concern was if you pointed him out, you'd be labeled a snitch, correct?
No, my concern was that they locked him up for something that he didn't do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't recall, you know what I mean? I don't recall what I don't told the investigators, but telling them the truth be the last thing I ever do.
And matter of fact, you kept asking, I'm gonna have to come to court, correct?
I don't recall what I just said to investigators.
And at that point, she tried to encourage you to pick him out of the photographic lineup, correct?
I don't recall.
And then you asked her, what do I have to do then? And she asked you, what you have to do then what? And he said, after I snitch. And she said to you, it's not snitching, it's telling the truth. If you call it snitching, you circle the person you know that shot at you.
It's snitching when you telling the truth.
And that's what your concern was, correct?
Not if y'all sitting here trying to make me say somebody shot at me that they didn't shoot at me. But if this way it's gonna take, because they keep saying here, you gonna let people shoot at you while you got your child? I'm tired of you keep asking me something. I don't know who shot at me. If I knew who shot at me, I don't recall.
At Washington Virtual Academies, we know your child is one of a kind, and their school.
Now, you said that everything you told the detectives is a lie. But didn't you also tell detectives that every time you hung around with Young Thug, he told you he was gonna show you some new shit? That he's gonna show you a new way of life?
I don't recall what I done told the investigators.
Was that a lie?
I don't recall what I told the investigators.
Did Young Thug tell you at some point in time back in 2015 he was gonna show you a new life?
What the hell? My life was all right. So I don't recall him telling me that.
Did you travel with Thug on tour?
No, I never traveled with him on tour.
Did you ever travel with him on a plane?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Did you ever go to Miami with him?
Yes, I have.
Did he ever give you money to post up in the club?
Nope. I want to pay somebody your money.
Did you tell the police that he would give you money at times to flash in the club?
I tell the police, what you don't tell them this is my money? They gonna want to know where I got it from?
Did you also tell the police that Thug told you to have your girl find a place in Cobb County so you can lay low for a while and that he was gonna help you out and pay for it?
I tell the police anything to get them out my face at the time. I don't recall what I done told them.
Did Thug offer to pay for some place for you and your girl to live to lay low?
Did he ever do it?
That's not the question I asked you.
No, I made it up. I don't recall what I done said. I don't know. I don't even know if I said that to the police.
So are you saying today that Thug never offered to have you to lay low and pay for a place?
Thug never did nothing for me besides let me travel with him to his concerts, shows, whatever you want to call it.
Didn't you tell the police after they asked you this question, they asked you, Thug can't get no money to get your girl to move? And you said, I know he will, but I'm in jail. They asked you, I mean, what? To send words, to send word. If he's going to look out, he would. Sorry. I mean, what? To send word is to send word. If he's going to look out, he will, jail or not. And your response is, he said, find somewhere in Cobb or Clayton County. They won't come there. He said, don't bring anybody to the house.
I don't recall nothing I don't told to the police.
So what y'all think, gang? How would y'all grade Woody's on the stand motherfucking appearance, gang? I don't know. For me, from what we saw today, I give it about a 7. I didn't hear him directly implicate anything. I heard him not recall a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that what's called deposition is going to be like a lot of he don't recall, and a lot of her trying to make him recall. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Y'all could you know what I'm saying, leave a comment if you watching after the fact. Let me know how did Woody do. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Until next time, tribe. All right, Nutty. Be easy, gang. Until next time, y'all be easy, tribe. Peace.